Hey, what's up guys? Ophelia coming at you with my first review of 2018. And while I'm really excited for this video, you guys can check out my other video, which is my Harpy Lady ounce type analysis, which is up on my channel as of today. So really excited that I've got that one up for you guys. But anyway, we're doing our first review of 2018, and we're going to be taking a look at the 1/8 scale Broccoli Kurumi Tokisaki figure. And if you guys have followed my channel before, or you follow any of my other pages, you'll know how much I love Kurumi, and you guys can check out pretty much all my other Kurumi reviews on my channel, including my Nenderoid, the Alphamax, the wedding dress, which came out quite recently. I'm going to put all those links to all those in the description of my video, and you can bet your ass I'm going to be reviewing the Catgirl Kurumi when she comes out in March. So anyway guys, let's get started. So we're going to take a look at the box. So interesting enough, similar to Coterie, I'm not sure if Broccoli does this with all their figures, but they give you a box for the box to protect the box. So nice little brown blocks, very blank, just telling you about the figure, a little bit of information. Really nice actually, because it does help protect the box itself. So when I got mine from Ami, it did ship in that. I'm not sure if that's how it's meant to be shipped. But the box does fit in really tightly, and it does help protect it, because everyone knows that box pristine is key. So looking at the actual box itself, we, as always, does have some nice views of the figure. Nice little view there. Another pose of Kurumi there. The back has more images of the figure, very normal. Up the top you can see the inside, and then a much more close-up view of her there, and then the bottom is blank red. So you can see we do have our Catgirl logo here, making sure that we always know it is a legitimate product. We've got to always look for that. And we do have the Broccoli logo up here, as well as having it up here, and then saying 1/8 scale Kurumi Tokisaki and Tokisaki Kurumi written in kanji right there. So very nice figure. So let's start off, let's actually take a look at her figure herself now. Really nice. Base is done keyed like a wedge out of a clock. As all we know, Kurumi is related to time. The kanji for toke or toki is the time kanji, so obviously very much time spirit. Nice sculpt on the figure, very nice paint job. Very interesting sculpt. I really love it because it shows her kind of like if the wind was blowing up. She's holding up her skirt, very nice. It's much more in motion or in action pose, you know, and it looks very nice standing next to the Alphamax Kurumi, which I've got here. And I don't know, looking at the two, probably because I've had the Alphamax for so long, and the Alphamax is quite regarded as the best Kurumi figure that has been out for a very long time. But the Broccoli figure, Broccoli's kind of, you know, done a really good job of making this figure look amazing. She sits really well on her own. She looks quite nice next to other Kurumis, as you can see there. And very nice work with the paint job. The eyes, one of her eyes is closed, so this is another Kurumi where she looks more cute and harmless. And of course, if you've watched the anime, you'd know that she's far from harmless. She does, of course, have the two personalities. Very nice work here. Ribbons, all nice. Everything is joined to the base. One thing I really love about this figure is you don't have to worry about removing it from its base. She's glued onto the base, and the base fits in perfectly, so you don't really have to worry about that joint ever becoming loose. Especially seeing as the base joint for the Coterie 1/8 figure is one of the worst designed figure bases I've ever seen, to the point where I can't even get her off the base. So she can never go back in her box, which really irritates me. But this Kurumi figure can easily fit back in her box if you need to move her or you want to display her. What else is really nice detail on this is you can see in the tips of her hair. It's a bit hard to see with my camera, but she does have little red tints on the top, on her twin tails, at the top of her twin tails. They don't really, you don't really notice them unless you look up close, but they do add nice highlights to the hair if you look at her in, if you put her out in the light. The shadows do look really nice on the figure as well. You know, nice shadowy work on the figure. Nice little hair going down here off the shoulder, really nice. Nice smiley face, the winky face, adorable looking figure. As always, as you expect, is painted all over. No issues with paint on this figure whatsoever. She was quite pricey. I think she was over the 1,200 yen mark, if I remember correctly. So she wasn't a very cheap figure, but still very nice for its value. Really happy with her. And in terms of value for money, of course, she doesn't come with extra components and stuff. Most figures don't. these days, is you just want everything to be as compact as possible. You can't change anything on her, so no additional faces, but whilst that seems like a negative, it is actually comes across more as a positive, because like I said, with the base, you don't have the potential to have loose joints or loose attachments or anything like that that can wear over time, which one of the problems that Nenderoids have a lot, is that you're changing them and moving them around a lot, they become very loose. And there's also a thing I've noticed, of course, with the Alphamax Kurumi's guns, is that the long gun does tend to separate quite a lot, because you can, so obviously because it isn't held when she's sitting in the box. But this figure looks really, really great. Like, I've got some photos on my Instagram of her with my other Kurumi figures, and she just blends in so well. She just feels like she belongs. But apart from that, she does still strike out and stand out a lot as well. So she can do one of two things. I mean, she looks great with the Kurumi collection, but just on her own, she's just an amazing, amazing looking figure. I love the sculpt. Unfortunately, can't remember the name of the sculpt guy behind the sculpt, guy or girl behind the sculpt of her. But obviously, Kurumi, this figure review is based on the art, based on the designs of Tsuneko from the Day to Live light novels, and honestly, really, really excited her. If you guys can pick her up for a relatively fair price to what you believe she is, I think around the 12, 13k mark is a really standard price for her. I think you probably end up paying more retail. At least in Australia, I've seen her retail price asking like way over 200 for her, which I think is ridiculous. I wouldn't pay over 200 for her. That's in AUD, of course. I wouldn't pay over 200 for her, but I'm pretty sure she sits really well about the probably 150 AUD mark you could get, or 160 would be pretty standard, I think, or if you're lucky you could get that. But obviously, as usual, Ami is the best place to get these figures, because you always get the best price, or online, obviously. Really, like I said, guys, really, really love this figure. It looks great. You know, you can kind of put these two figures back to back. The difference in the face work I've noticed is there's a lot, like, I can't work out what looks actually better. I feel like this has a better face sculpt, but I still really like, I overall like the pose of the Alphamax more than the Broccoli, but still, putting it, and obviously the paint job on the Broccoli is a lot more vibrant, probably because I've had the Alphamax longer, and she may have had, you know, a lot of problems with wear and stuff of paint and stuff over the years. But they obviously used a lot, I think they used a lot more glossy paint on the Broccoli figure, which actually does make her look stand out a lot more. But honestly, guys, she is an amazing figure that any Kurumi fan needs to have in her collection. And guys, please, thank you so much for checking out my video. If you like my content, please like and subscribe. Please leave a comment, and I can't wait, guys, for the March when we get the Catgirl Kurumi, because it is actually physically based on a piece of Tsuneko artwork, and it is one of my favorite pieces of Kurumi art that Tsuneko has done. And as soon as that guy comes out, I can't wait to get that review up for you guys. Till then, I will catch you guys for my next video.